Hello, CLAT aspirants. So you're ready for the next poem. You've had read yesterday Walter Scott's poem, and you've got a taste of literature, of poems. And I was talking of that poetry is the best that is known and thought in the world. So let's begin with something very interesting poem from the Prince of Sonnet writers, the master bluster tragedy writer William Shakespeare, who was born in 1564 and died in 1616. Although it has been more than 400 years to his death, but yet he is still remembered, and he is an evergreen poet because, as Dr. Johnson said about him, Shakespeare, thou was not born for death. Thou was not born for death. He was not of an age, but all times. Nature was proud of his designs. And here we have William Shakespeare. The poem by William Shakespeare is a very, very famous poem. Even the film has been made on this, and various songs have been composed on this, and most of them have read this, but they are not able to tell from where is this poem taken. Being a literature person, I would just enhance and I would throw light on this. This is the 7 stages of human life, and these 7 stages of human life is being taken from one of the famous plays of Shakespeare, As You Like It. Right? This is a speech by Jacques, who is called Mr. Melancholy. A sad person, a gloomy person. It occurs in Act 2, Scene 2, in the forest of Arden. King is there, and we have wonderful lines. Sweet are the uses of adversity. I cannot, quote, unquote Shakespeare. He's beyond our comprehension. His fathom cannot be measured. Let's start with the poem. All the world's a stage. The world is compared to a stage with literary device. First line itself, metaphor. World is compared to a stage, and men and women merely players. Men and women are compared to players. We all are players, performers. They have their exit and their entrance. Means exit is the death, entrance is the birth. And one man in his lifetime plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, see the first stage, infant mewling in the nurse's arms. He's mourning, he's crying in the nurse's arms. And then the winning schoolboy, the second stage, a schoolboy winning is crying again with his kettle and shining morning face. And then the lover, see the third stage, sighs deep breathing like a furnace. Then a soldier full of strange oaths. Jealous of honor, very much jealous of honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. These are the 4 stages we have come across, and I scroll it to show you the 3 stages further. So then a soldier full of strange oaths, jealous of honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, very much ready to, honor is at stake, ready to fight. And then the justice, then this is the 5th stage, that is the justice. Full of wise saws, he is taking oaths in modern instances, and so he plays his part. The 6th stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, lean, thin body, no importance of fashion. What is he wearing? Slippers. What is he wearing? Pantaloons. With spectacles on the nose, hanging on the nose, and pouch on the side, and his big manly voice. The big manly voice. Turning again towards childish treble. Just a child's voice, the treble's child, the same way. Pipes and whistles in his sound, last scene of all, that is the 7th stage of human life. We all have to face this. That ends with strange, eventful history is 2nd childlessness. You become a child again in your old age. That's what the writer is saying. And mere oblivion, totally forgetful of the world around you. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans state, sans everything. Oh, wonderful Shakespeare's lines. Sans means without. What is the 7th stage? without teeth, without eyes, without taste, and without everything. Your teeth don't work, your eyes don't work, your taste doesn't work, and you are left to nothing. Wonderful Shakespeare's lines, and let's begin with the questions of this day. I hope you've understood. Very good. What attitude does the speaker reveal by using the word merely in the second line? When he is using the word merely in the second line, does it mean sorrow? Does it mean anger? Does it mean amusement? Does it mean indifference? Look at it very carefully, the second line. What does it mean merely? Should I scroll it and show you? Okay. So you'll be able to do it. Wonderful. Come on, try it. What does it show? He is just scratching. What was the second stage? The school boy who was just, dragging his feet. He was not interested in going to school. So the answer is full of anger. He doesn't want to go to school. That kind of an attitude. Moving to the next question. What characterizes the period of life represented by a soldier? What does a soldier do? Brash is the rude behavior. Sense of honor is very important for him. His dedication to duty, his fear of cowardice. We don't have this point being mentioned, nothing of cowardice being mentioned, and nothing of his brash behavior. Just look at these 2 points very, very carefully. Or I would have to, in fact, sense of honor and duty, let's have exactly, it's very hazy, so let's go to the point where it is mentioned. 36th question. Soldier, then the lover, and then sighing like a furnace, then a soldier fond of strange oaths, jealous of honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, and then the justice. So full of strange oaths, jealous of honor, sudden and quick in quarrel. Sense of honor, no. Dedication to duty, sense of cowardice, his behavior, all of these can be bundled together, and we can say this is not a very good behavior. So we can turn to the point, yes, it is audacious behavior. So what is audacious? That is brash, somewhat rude, all included, all the 4 points. We couldn't do anything about it then. Turning to next question, what is the main idea of the poem? Now when we turn to the main idea of the poem, life is a misery that never gets any better any time. Life is full of problems. You have many things to do in that. Life is what each of us make of it during a journey down the river of eternity. Are we eternal? Do we have an eternal life? No, we don't have an eternal life. So how can we talk about eternity here? This is incorrect. Life is a play, it follows a specific spirit, none of which would cause anguish or sorrow. And life is a comedy, and we are all buffons and in pantaloons no matter what we do. It's not a comedy, it's a combination of tragedy and comedy. Now when we go deeply into the question, it is a misery, means it's a tragedy. That makes us cross this point too, and we choose the answer C. It's a play. Play can be a comedy as well as a tragedy. What is the theme of the poem? What is the writer trying to say? Death is to be feared. Nothing talked about death here. Death is an inevitable truth of human life. Life is a circle that brings us back to the beginning. What was it? Second childhood? Right? The male of the species is the only true measure of the stages of life. And the D choice, the stages of life are unrelated and can be altered. No, we can't alter it. We can't have a true measure of it. And so we go for the answer, yes, the second answer. Life is a circle. We start as a child, we end as a child. Turning to our next question here. The last of this. The poet uses the words merely in line 2 and line 20. Line 2 also he uses merely, and line 20 also mere. What does it refer to? To soften the effect of strong images he presents to us, to tie together his theme of the cycle of life, to convey his tone to the reader, or all of the above? What is the point that he would tie? He's trying to soften the effect, no doubt about it. He's trying to make things tied together, that is also true, and to convey the tone of the reader. So we'll take all of them are right. A 40th question, which is the literary device used in the passage, in the poem? Come on, the prominent literary device is metaphor. All the world's a stage and men and women are merely players. We have our entrance and exist, and each person in his life plays many roles. I hope you'll play the role of your lawyer field, the lawyer, wonderfully. Yes, students, so this was wonderfully and thoroughly done about Shakespeare's sonnet. Shakespeare's sonnet, I won't say, because it's a part and parcel from the drama he has written, the romantic comedy As You Like It, with various characters, and it was really worth reading. Do read it and do find it there. For today, thank you, students. Do like and subscribe our channel.